Last week, the United Nations held its General Assembly, a yearly gathering where diplomats from the UN's member states give speeches and discuss global issues. President Trump was in attendance for the assembly and made his presence felt. Talking Points analyst Michael Furnari is here to tell us more. Michael, thanks so much for joining us. Now, President Trump has been very critical of the United Nations in the past. Did he continue that criticism this week?
He absolutely did. Now, the most notable phrase that he used in his speech was that the American people and him are rejecting globalism in favor of kind of a more spirited patriotism. Now, that's kind of the tone of that statement is something that we've seen throughout his presidency. Now, Donald Trump is different from his predecessors in many ways, but maybe the most substantive policy issue where he differs from the previous presidents is that he's really rejected multilateralism in the UN and the EU and some of these larger trade agreements in favor of kind of unilaterally dealing with countries, and we're seeing that with the breaking news coming in with Canada and Mexico. And that was kind of the tone of his remarks, and very much countering globalism with kind of a more American unilateral nationalism.
Now, Michael, did foreign leaders respond to what President Trump said? How did they react?
Yeah, absolutely they did. Now, Emmanuel Macron of France, particularly, it seemed as if maybe he had received an advance copy of President Trump's speech or something, because almost every remark he made during his speech was a counter to something else that Trump had said. Now, and most notably, he kind of frowned upon some of the trade agreements and some of the moves that President Trump has made on trade. And that was kind of the tone of it. And there was certainly some kind of tension between Trump and those foreign leaders, especially out of Europe.
Yeah, and one of those foreign leaders he's had a lot of tension with ever since his presidency really began is China. So what is the latest developments there from this week on that front?
Absolutely. Now, the State Department canceled a meeting with Chinese officials this week, and it seemed as if they're kind of putting further talks with China on trade kind of on the back burner, and especially in the wake of some of these NAFTA deals, it seems like they're much more hesitant to kind of come to the dealing table with China. And it looks like we're going to, that's been another theme of this presidency, is open hostility towards China, something other presidents have also declined to do. And it seems like that's really going to be more of the same.
Well, we'll certainly be keeping an eye on it. Michael Furnari, thank you so much.